There's no news you will tell me under heaven that will take sleep from my eyes. When I need to rest, I rest. When I'm laughing, I'm genuinely laughing. I'm not acting it. There's joy in my spirit. I have peace in my spirit. And it's not because somebody promised me money. The knowledge of God brings fortification to the soul. It's important to know God because knowing God produces peace. Peace that is beyond understanding. The Bible said in Isaiah 26 verse 3, it says he keepeth him in perfect peace, whose mind is stayed on him. See, there are people, they can't rest. They need to take drugs to sleep. Every night they take sleeping pills to sleep. But the Bible said he giveth his beloved sleep. Why will I take drugs to sleep? There's no news you will tell me under heaven that will take sleep from my eyes. When I need to rest, I rest. When I'm laughing, I'm genuinely laughing. I'm not acting it. There's joy in my spirit. I have peace in my spirit. And it's not because somebody promised me money. The knowledge of God brings fortification to the soul. In fact, Peter was speaking in 2 Peter chapter 1 verse 2. He said, grace and peace be multiplied unto you through the knowledge of God and Jesus Christ. When you start knowing God, peace is multiplied. Not because all the challenges disappear, but you just know that you will come out on the other side and you will come out with a testimony. So when people look at issues that they think will destroy you, you are seeing a testimony. I'm telling you, some time ago, and some of Pastor Frank, some of our leaders are aware, that was like 3 years ago now, one of our sisters was kidnapped. She was pregnant. I think 3 months pregnant. Either 2 or 3 months. First trimester. These are the most volatile seasons of pregnancy. They were kidnapped, taken to the forest. The moment we got the news, I gathered all the leaders. I said, we won't stop praying until she comes out. We activated chain prayers immediately. That prayer didn't last for 30 minutes. I saw a vision that they stood on the altar on Sunday testifying. Where do you get that information from? I don't want to say some things, but you'll be shocked what happens in this country. The moment we notified security operatives, the kidnappers slapped one of them. They knew in the forest. That means it's hopeless trying to call any authority. They will kill you out of anger. We had no choice but to settle on the altar. And God told us on Sunday they will testify. That Sunday they stood on the altar testifying. They were released. I'm telling you, guess what? This lady was an American with American accent. And you know these kidnappers, when they hear you talking, hey, it's okay, how you doing? They say, oh, money has come. But they were released. Pregnancy intact. The child is about 2 years old now. There's no way. You don't read that in a book. They that do know their God, they are strong. They do exploit. And the knowledge of God multiplies peace. Look at some of our fathers. At 80, they are at rest. It's not money in the bank that gives that level of peace. You go meet wealthy people. Some of them don't rest. They have 3 phones. They are calling. They are picking this call. What's happening on the high sea? Rest. When a man knows God, there is peace. Peace that surpasses knowledge. Number 4. Why must you know God? Knowing God brings true wisdom and understanding. True wisdom. When you see wise men, they fear God and they know God. Job 28 verse 28, it says, behold, the fear of the Lord, that is wisdom, and to depart from evil, this is understanding. Of course, you have to know God to reverence him. So when a man knows God, he has wisdom. You can't make foolish decisions. Wisdom guides your steps. Wisdom brings you to a place of advantage. Wisdom was speaking in Proverbs 8:15. He said, by me kings reign. By me princes decree justice, nobles and all the rulers of the earth. He said, through wisdom is an house builded. By understanding it is established. And through knowledge, all the chambers are filled with good things. When you find people that their life have so much precision, as if they are living for the 10th time, it's wisdom that is powering them. Have you not seen some people? It looks like they never make mistakes. Every step they take is the right step. It's a wisdom. He said if you are in the wrong direction, you will hear a voice behind you telling you this is not the way to go. Turn back. You don't read that in a book. It's a spirit that imparts that. But it takes the knowledge of God. When you know him, when you fear him, wisdom is multiplied. The Bible said in Proverbs 9:10, the fear of the Lord, this is wisdom. The knowledge of the holy, it said this is understanding. You find some people, they are so foolish that even when they are blessed, the blessing becomes a curse. I'm telling you, give some people 1 million, 3 million. The first idea that comes to their head is to marry a third wife. They are already struggling with the second. Meanwhile, the wisdom of God said, one man, one wife. A bishop, you have one wife. That's his recommendation. But the guy thinks it's enjoyment to have two. Somebody doesn't have a house. The first 10 million he gets, he wants to buy a G-Wagon. If he can't get G-Wagon, he will go and buy a second-hand Range Rover. And in 2 months, he starts struggling with the engine. And then the engine is packed. Meanwhile, another person with wisdom gets 1 million. He multiplies it gradually. Gradually. After 5 years, 1 million becomes 2 billion. He has companies, has investments. And you say, why were you thinking so wisely? Something is whispering to him. He is able to silence appetites that should have led him astray. It's a wisdom, it's a power. But it takes knowing God to have it. Number 5. Why is it important to know God? Knowing God transforms your character. 2 Corinthians 3:18, it says, we all with unveiled face, beholding as in a glass the glory of the Lord. It said we are changed into that image from glory to glory, even as by the Spirit. When people start knowing God, it shows through character transformation. Because when you see him, you will be like him. When you know him, you'll be like him. In 1 John 3 verse 1 and 2, it said, behold, what manner of love the Father has bestowed upon us, that we should be called the sons of God. He said it does not yet appear what we shall be like. He said, but when we shall see him, we shall be like him. So when a man starts seeing God, interacting with God, knowing God, it shows through character transformation. Some of the appetites that should have buried you, suddenly they are mortified. There are people that every Friday their body is itching them. They want to go to a nightclub. And then you find a young man, 22 years old, he has HIV. Great destiny buried. Because there is something inside him that will kill him if God doesn't show up for him.
Join our community, subscribe, and let's explore the apostolic legacy together. The Apostolic TV, where faith flourishes. Subscribe now and be a part of it.